Welcome to BorderDrip USA, your reliable source for immigration updates, policy changes, and essential employment information in the United States. Subtle changes with a big impact. What employers and employees need to know. Recent modifications to key documents in the employment eligibility process may seem minor on the surface, but carry meaningful implications for both employers and individuals seeking to work in the United States. These updates apply to Form I-9, which is used to verify a new hire's eligibility to work, and E-Verify, the online system used by many businesses to confirm employment authorization. The updates are centered around revised language, updated terminology, and alignment with current immigration-related standards. Small changes in language. Affects hiring forms and systems. Applies to both employers and employees. Understanding Form I-9 and why it matters. Form I-9 is a federal requirement that all employers in the U.S. must complete when hiring a new employee, regardless of that individual's citizenship or immigration status. This includes citizens, permanent residents, and individuals authorized to work under various visa categories. The form helps establish both identity and employment authorization and must be completed accurately and timely to meet compliance expectations. Mandatory for all new hires in the U.S. Confirms identity and work eligibility. Applies to all employment categories. What has changed in the latest edition? The latest version of Form I-9, dated January 20th, 2025, includes several updates that clarify language and align the form with current federal terminology and privacy standards. While the content and purpose of the form remain fundamentally unchanged, these refinements aim to improve clarity and ensure consistency across employment systems. Updated terminology. Alien authorized to work. Revised identity document descriptions. New DHS privacy notice language. One of the primary updates is the revised terminology used in Section 1 of the form. Previously, the form referred to certain individuals as non-citizens authorized to work. This has now been changed to aliens authorized to work. This adjustment is intended to reflect the legal language used in immigration statutes. It's important to note that this change is semantic in nature and does not affect a person's eligibility to work or the documentation required. Additionally, descriptions for certain identity documents have been updated. These revisions clarify acceptable forms of identification and ensure the language used is in line with regulatory expectations. Minor edits have also been made to the form's accompanying instructions, particularly regarding privacy notices. The Department of Homeland Security has revised this section to provide more transparency about how personal data is handled and shared between agencies. Which versions of Form I-9 are currently valid? At present, employers can use any of the following three versions of Form I-9. January 20th, 2025 edition, valid through May 31st, 2027. August 1st, 2023 edition, also valid through May 31st, 2027. August 1st, 2023, older version, valid until July 31st, 2026. It is essential for organizations using electronic systems to ensure that the expiration date is correctly updated for this version by its final effective date. Failure to use the correct form or maintain accurate records could lead to administrative challenges during compliance checks or internal audits. Three versions currently accepted. Ensure system expiration dates match. Avoid outdated forms past deadlines. E-Verify adjustments, a mirror of the Form I-9 changes. Alongside Form I-9, E-Verify has also undergone a revision to reflect the same updated terminology. The employment status previously listed as non-citizen authorized to work has now been changed to alien authorized to work in the system. This change is visible during the employment verification process and will appear based on the form version used by the employee. Terminology updated in system interface. Automatically adjusts with latest forms. Manual selection still required for older versions. If a new employee completes the January 2025 version of Form I-9, the revised term will automatically populate in E-Verify. If an older form is used instead, the system still requires the employer to choose the updated term to proceed. For businesses using integrated E-Verify systems like web services or E-Verify Plus, the platform is designed to interpret both phrases and adjust them accordingly to maintain consistency across data inputs. What employers should do to stay on track. To avoid unnecessary delays or misunderstandings, employers are encouraged to take the following steps. Use the latest version of Form I-9 when possible. Verify system updates and expiration dates. Select correct terminology in E-Verify. Train HR and hiring staff on the changes. These steps help ensure that employment documentation is both accurate and consistent with current standards, regardless of which version of the form is in use. What job seekers and new employees should know. If you're in the process of starting a new job and are completing Form I-9, it's important to know that the terminology change from non-citizen to alien does not alter your employment eligibility. The adjustment reflects legal wording only and does not indicate any change in your immigration status or rights. Non-citizen and alien refer to same status. Your eligibility to work remains unchanged. Complete your form carefully and on time. Employees should make sure to provide valid documents from the acceptable list of identification and authorization forms and to complete their section of Form I-9 in full and on time. Accuracy during this stage can help avoid processing issues or follow-up requests. Final thoughts. While the changes to Form I-9 and E-Verify may appear subtle, they reflect an ongoing effort to bring greater consistency to the employment verification process. Staying informed and adapting to these changes can help both employers and workers avoid confusion, streamline hiring procedures, and meet the necessary compliance standards without interruption. Small updates, but important for compliance. Affects employers and employees alike. Awareness can reduce hiring delays. Thanks for watching BorderDrip USA. See you in a next video.